When our mind changes, our company changes too. Everyone knows this, surely. Our environment is an indicator of the state of our consciousness. Similar beings are attracted to each other, whether we want it or not. Such is the law of attraction. Let's say that in our environment we don't yet see God, Indra or Brahma, Siddhas or Rishis. Our vibrations don't yet attract such high beings. They don't make friends with people like us. We still need to practice a lot to purify our mind and rise to the level of the gods. But on the other hand, our environment is the company of practitioners who share the same samaya, those who work with the mind, contemplate and control desires. Our situation is not so bad. Our community is a group of creative, pure-spirited people with whom it's pleasant to maintain communication, who control themselves, seriously interested in Dharma, and see the meaning of their life in liberation and in service to Dharma. This means that our consciousness is still in the flow of purification. Your environment unerringly indicates the state of your consciousness. When your consciousness becomes obscured, your environment also deteriorates. And conversely, when it becomes clearer, your environment also purifies. To practice purification of consciousness is also to practice purification of the external dimension. I always tell disciples, you must pay attention to the external dimension. Don't think that everything is only inside. Such a superficial approach, as if everything happens only inside, is incorrect. The external dimension is a powerful secondary cause that initiates a certain state in our energy channels and in our consciousness. It cannot yet be completely ignored. It is also important, although it is not a primary cause but a secondary one. To go toward liberation means to enter a state of mystery. It means to go toward another elevated dimension. Liberation has little in common with our human world. By this world, I mean primarily the karmic dimension and karmic vision. The vision that ordinary people have is karmic vision. When it comes to liberation, what needs to be gotten rid of? First of all, precisely karmic vision. To go toward liberation means to go into the great mystery, to try to penetrate deeper into it. Sooner or later, we understand that the paths of most people of this world and our paths differ. At the same time, we can remain in the world but be not of this world. To be not of this world while being physically inside it is a very important quality. Monks are an example of such people. They are no longer of this world since they have vows. Sangha, they have different clothes. Sanghati, a shaved head. A monk, looking in the mirror and seeing himself like this, understands that he is no longer like most people. Lay people don't have monastic attributes on the outside, so it's very important for lay people, while being in the energies of the material world, to still be somewhat not of this world. If you understand this principle, you will definitely enter the tunnel of alternative reality. You will expand and nurture it. You will definitely have a new circle of communication, also consisting of practitioners. Your own vision will appear, your own goals related to Dharma. Actually, such an environment is the Sangha, the third jewel, which manifests through such changes. If you don't yet have such an alternative reality, such a state and corresponding environment, then despite your practice, you will be subjected to harsh pressure from the surrounding world. After all, we still must somehow position ourselves and somehow contact this world. And when we don't have such a strong protective field, it's impossible to preserve those achievements that we receive during practice. When you practice, you must definitely have your own field of mystery, your own field of Dharma, which you nurture, with which you should connect your future. The place where you could say, this is my world, this is my authentic state. And if it doesn't exist, then of course you need to think about how to create it. Such an environment and such a field of mystery is necessary for a monk and for a layperson and for a hermit. It is not material, but psychological. The material field will also change over time and adjust to the new reality. Such a field must be created primarily in the mind. Creating such a psychological field of mystery in the mind is called the principle of samaya. When you engage in practice, you understand that you share a certain tunnel of reality that is not known to other people. It is known precisely to you and to those who share samaya with you, to your spiritual teacher and to those who are engaged in spiritual practice. It's very important to develop this tunnel of reality further. When your psychological field of mystery, your samaya and your environment gain strength, then the external environment also restructures toward greater purity and wisdom. Personalities like you are attracted to you. All living beings are attracted by related vibrations. For example, when a yogi achieves a great degree of holiness, saints, siddhas, gods begin to visit him. They begin to pay attention to him. But while his holiness is not particularly visible, there is no interest from higher beings. Not even all spirits are interested in ordinary people, because a spirit, for example, lives 500 years, and a human doesn't have such an opportunity. An ordinary person is a being incapable of strongly interesting or somehow impressing him. Only lower spirits might be interested in communicating with a human. And for siddhas, rishis, vidyadharas, gandharvas, asuras, a mortal human is not the object with which they would want to communicate closely. He is too simple for them, primitive, overflowing with illusions. He is uninteresting. He is like a child or animal with whom one can play, but they won't discuss serious questions with him. But when a person is freed from his illusions and develops his mind, when the light of the Absolute begins to shine in him, such beings notice this and express reverence to him. There have been cases when divine beings took refuge with saints of the human world, served them with great joy and reverence. For example, when Milarepa was leaving his body, divine beings, dakinis, appeared and said to people, "You don't even imagine who Milarepa really is. What a treasure he is in the human world. You humans cannot appreciate his merits," and the dakinis carried him away to their world.